yes, oh, come on, shorty, let's go. Girl, I see you over there in the corner of the dance floor, and I know you're acting shy, looking at the corner of your eyes. So I pick my heart up off the floor, move my feet closer to yours.
Welcome back. It's been 5 days since I installed my replacement queen. She's in the hive you're actually sitting on at the moment. We're gonna check the other hive first. Girls are really active this morning. Been doing a little mowing and weed eating, as you can see from the beginning of this video here. This is just a quick inspection on this hive, since I have not looked since I marked the queen. And sometimes when you mark a queen that's already established, it is possible that they could decide that they don't like her for some reason because her pheromones have changed and kick her out. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and see if she's still in here. They sound really productive. I call it productive. They're being loud. Don't know that they're being productive. I don't speak bee. I'm just going to guess that they're slightly annoyed. Looks like my bee space wasn't quite right. I can see down below on the second deep there, they've actually molded it together. But they are working their way up, which is a good sign. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that there. I already put nectar in there.
Is nectar honey?
Nectar is not honey. Nectar can become honey, but nectar is not honey. I believe it's the moisture content isn't quite right yet. I think for honey, they get it down to around 17%. It's been a minute since I looked it up. That sounds the right number. Hello, ladies.
Why do you call them ladies?
Because they are all ladies, except for the drones. Every bee in here is female. The drone's only purpose is to mate with the queen. I'm sure there's other purposes there too, but this is where I'm going to make them mad. Right there. Oh yeah, they're really filling that in. This is the hive that the queen should have be in, with a white dot on her.
recording.
All right, welcome back. This is the hive that we installed the queen in because we lost her for whatever reason. Probably got honey bound. I don't know the exact definition of honey bound, but if it sounds, it's the only thing I can think of that makes sense. She ran out of places to lay, so she took some of her swarm. She took some of her bees and left. That's the only thing I can think of. I may be wrong. I'll look it up later. But we did get the other. Today's Sunday. Today's Saturday or Sunday. One of the two. We installed this queen last Tuesday evening, and I did check on her the other day. Didn't do a full check because I didn't want to disturb them too much, but they were just about to let her out. When I was in here last. So she should be out. Hopefully by now she's doing her job. We're going to see if we can find her and get her marked. I'm not going to pull these top frames out because I know they're not stuck and I know they're not up in here. So alright, right here's the queen cage that I got her in. I've never used, well, it's only my second time putting a queen in, but first ones were in the wood boxes. This one was in plastic, and just looking at it, whether I installed it right or not, she is no longer in there. I am going to keep that because I could, if I had to, I could put another queen in there. Give these girls a little bit of smoke, calm them down, send them down in the hive. Slide everything over so we get room. Alright, we're going to start looking for the queen as we pull them out. Most likely not going to be on this frame because there's nowhere for her to lay. I mean, she could be, but most likely not. We will spend a little bit of time on each frame, looking at each frame, because a queen on the move is a queen on the move. She can be very hard to see. Get a good hold of this. There's a drone. May not see her on this one because this is mostly capped brood and honey on here. See that queen cell right there? That is a capped queen cell. We will have to keep an eye on that. Might be able to get a queen, catch a queen out of there, an unmated queen. Another queen cell, nothing in it. Always try to hold your frames over your hive, just in case that queen was to fall off. She'll fall off down in the hive instead of the ground. You don't want to accidentally squish her. Not saying she's not on that frame, but I do not see her. any of y'all see me smoking a lot, I'm just using pine needles because I don't want to use any of the manufacturer stuff. I mean, I will if that's all I've got, but I prefer not to. Trying to keep chemicals out of it. Not sure that it really makes any difference, but just my personal preference. Alright. Drones. Big drones. Fat boys. Another queen cell. If you get stung, do not wipe it. It's going to hurt like hell, but trust me, if you wipe it, it will hurt a lot worse.
Why is that?
Because you will actually, if a worker stings you, their stinger is barbed and it will actually come completely out, venom sac and all. When it does that, that worker will not survive. But what it's happening is it's constantly pumping venom down into you. And if you push that venom sac, it will shove all the venom in you at one time and make it hurt a lot worse. So if you have a sharp knife or something and you can flick it, you can flick that venom sac out and it won't shove as much venom down in there. This queen is going to be a little harder to see because
She's a new spawn,
which
makes her a little shorter.
Not a new spawn, but she doesn't have a white dot, so I don't know if you can see it, but there's bees being born right there. By my thumb. Oh, he's got his head out. Come on, girl. You can do it. All right, you're gonna think about it for a while. We're gonna stick you back down in there. All right. This is a newer frame I'm pulling out next.
It's more likely to have her because that's where you had it stuck, didn't you?
No, it could have her, but I say newer frame because the outside frames they weren't building on, so I checkerboarded them so they would go to them. And there's another queen cell being made right there.
It's capped off too.
No, that's not capped off. It's not capped off. Just touching them, getting them moving a little bit. Because they could be covering the queen. But we're not seeing her there.
Didn't you flip it? There's a lot in that one spot. There's no comb there. They're just all over each other.
There is down there a little bit. All right, this next frame is going to be very heavy. I can see it down in there. Lots of workers on it. Could contain the queen. I know there's a lot of not talking in the middle here, guys, and I'm sorry, but I am trying to find this new queen I put in last Tuesday. if you see her and you don't see me catch her, put it down in the comments. Let me know where you've seen her at. Oh, there she is.
Where?
Right there.
All right.
You see her?
I don't think so.
Tip of the red hook.
Oh, I see her.
So, now comes, I need the container on the yellow container on the back of the truck there. Oh, there she is. Pull the plunger out. Let's see if we can just get her. Lost her. Where'd she go? Move to the back. All right, step away from the hive a little bit here. All right, are we still recording?
Yeah.
All right, I got to get her crawling on the foam. Because I got to be able to press her up in there ever so gently. Don't need a lot of paint. Oop.
Hurry before they realize we got her.
Well, she's got to get, there's only one spot I can put it on her, and it's right on her thorax, right there. Yeah, let her move a little bit. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a minute and get this hive back together. That way she's good to go whenever I get ready to put her down in there. So all I gotta do is drop her in and close her up. And I'm just assuming that that's the queen I bought. It could very well be a hatch queen. I don't know for sure because I didn't.
Or the original. Very, very low chance though.
Yeah, it could be the original. But after 3 weeks of looking for the original and not finding her, actually, I do want to do something while she's out. And I know I'm not going to squash her. I need to see if she's laying. If I can see. Problem with these yellow frames is they're really hard to see eggs against. This hive has really come alive. All the brood hatching.
So what happens if we do find a second queen?
Well, if I find a second queen, I will remove her.
Why not let them do it themselves?
Because it's just advantageous for me to remove her if I find her, because I could potentially start a new hive by taking a frame of brood, some workers from one hive and putting it in another hive. That's why I bought that third hive I've got. Which I say third hive, but you know, the way things go. And when I say the way things go, I don't know for sure, but the way I've heard with bees, you could have an explosion and doesn't matter how many hives you have, you won't have enough to keep them going. They will outgrow them quicker than you can put them together. Yes, I know you're mad. I can hear you buzzing my face.
I can hear the queen buzzing.
All right, guys. One more time. There she is in all her glory. And
I see her. She's going down in the...
and she disappeared down in the hive. Nope. That's it for now. Check back in with me next time. We'll see what we can get into.